Alrighty, guys, so the markets are about to close in just under 10 minutes from now, and as of now, we are still as red, maybe a little bit more red, actually, than we were in the last video, which was just a couple of hours ago. Currently, we have the Russell down 2.1%, NASDAQ down 1.8% as the S&P is down 1.3%, and the Dow Jones is down 0.8%. So in this video, you guys know the drill. We're going to break down the markets as we're about to close here in under 10 minutes, and we're going to go over some stocks, my thoughts on the market, so sit back, relax, hit that like button, and make sure to subscribe if you guys find value. And don't forget to get your 10 stocks from Moomoo with a $100 deposit and your 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All those are linked down below. And with that being said, let's dive into the video. So today obviously was a day dominated by the bears, no doubt about it. I mean, here on the intraday chart, every rally that we saw was met at a lower high pretty much, right? Or in other words, it was met at this downwards channel or trend line that I just drew out, right? We tried rallying in the morning. We failed at 425. We tried rallying in the middle of the day about 12:45, 1 p.m. on the East Coast, and we got rejected. And now, actually, it's happening again here. It's 3:53 exactly right now. And we saw a rally on SPY from about 421. That was at 3:08 p.m. exactly on the East Coast. It rallied to about 423 almost, and now it's tanking back down to 422. It might even go under that point heading into the final 5 minutes here of the session. So that goes to show, again, we are failing pretty much at a lower high every single rally we're having here, and that's not good for the bulls in the very short term. But if you peel back the layers a little bit, the 20-day chart still shows we're technically at a higher low right now on SPY. Same exact thing on Triple Q. So even though today was a bloodbath, guys, no doubt about it, today was a bloodbath. We had stocks like Tattooed Chef down 14%, DraftKings, Coinbase, Snapchat, high growth, any high growth stock, you name it. Today it was just destroyed. We had Nvidia down 5%. Today was a rough day, but bulls overall in the past couple of weeks are still in charge. We have higher lows being made here on the 20-day chart on Triple Q and on SPY, even though, like I said, we're still making lower highs on the intraday chart. But that's a very short-term time frame, which is why I always say on this channel, guys, watch multiple time frames, not just the 5-day, the 1-day, or the intraday, the year chart, whatever. You got to watch a bunch, right? You got to watch a bunch, and it'll help you out, especially if you're looking to do technical analysis and it's something that you want to incorporate into your trading, investing. I think it's smart. I'm not strictly solely a technical analysis guy, but I like using it with, it's like a toolbox. It's like a tool in the toolbox, right? I like using it along with other things, right? Use them all together, in other words. So, yeah, SPY, we'll see what happens next week when we get more direction, more time, more price action on the charts, right? We're just not there yet. We just have to wait over the weekend, unfortunately. The stock market's not open like crypto. But speaking about crypto, we could talk about that right now because Bitcoin and Ethereum, they are selling off like crazy right now. Let's pull it up here. Give me a second, guys. Make sure to smash that like button if you haven't done so already, and make sure to subscribe. There we go. Webull, let's see what's going on here, guys. We have BTC, in other words, Bitcoin, sitting at $21,386 when I'm filming this video. It is down almost 8%. So now we're getting a clear rejection like we have been, let's be real here, the past couple of weeks. Clear rejection at 25.5, clear rejection there. Now we're dumping towards the trend line here, right? We're going to hold a higher low here at about 21,000, maybe 21,203, roughly where we are now. But look at where we're also approaching. Yes, we're approaching that trend line, like I said, but we're also approaching the lows from the end of July, being about 20,500. Now, if we do break that point, if Bitcoin breaks 20,500, the lows from the end of July, that is going to be a big technical break on the downside. The whole little uptrend that's trying to hold here, it's going to break. That's not going to be good at all, technically, from a bullish perspective on Bitcoin. And if I pull up Ethereum here, let's do that very quickly, guys. Ethereum, there we go. Ethereum's also pulling back. Not as bad. It doesn't look as bad as Bitcoin, but it still is pulling back nonetheless. You guys can see if I extend this a little bit, give me a second. If I extend this a little bit, you can see Ethereum clearly broke the lows from middle of May, end of May, early June. Those were right around 1750. Now we're trading at 1700. And if I draw this out, let me just, actually, I could just do this, right? Look at this. And by the way, if you guys want to, sign up for this platform right here, use that link down below. You get 12 free stocks. No pressure, but if you want 12 free stocks from Webull, which is what I use for Bitcoin and Ethereum, charting it out, use that link down below. And does that mean you have to use Webull? No, but if you want to try it out, check it out. I like it for charting. It's great. I use it for, cryptos. It works for me. So get your 12 stocks, link down below. So yeah, Ethereum at this point in real time, 1700, it's down 8%. It is testing this trend line that I just drew, right around 1717, or rather 1675, right? So if we start breaking under, let's say, where the bulls going to lose steam completely or where the bear's going to get charged here, is if Ethereum breaks under the lows from the end of July, being about, there's a long ways to go, to be honest, roughly 1400, 15. But to be honest, I'm looking at this, it's more like 1550, the lows from early August. If those lows start breaking here on Ethereum, which is about 100, 150 bucks lower from where we are now, that is where selling could really start kicking in. Then we might take the lows out from the end of July, being about 1350, 1400. Then it might start getting uglier from there. So let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think about Bitcoin, Ethereum? Drop me a comment down below. And now let's go back over to ThinkOrSwim as the markets are about to close. The stock market, that is about to close here in just under 2 minutes. And let's see if we got any other, new price action here on SPY, Triple Q, anything crazy. Nothing really. It looks like we're stabilizing a little bit here before the close. Maybe we might close on a green candle. Maybe not. It looks like a red candle. We're about to close here in 40 seconds. But yeah, it's going to be a red day, guys. Red day with, no joke, on my watch list at least, only 5 now green stocks. Tyson Foods, XLE, which is an energy ETF, Amgen and Merck, which have been green pretty much all day, and Foot Locker, which we talked about in my previous video. They reported earnings. The stock is going ballistic. And look at that. Looks like we are going to close on 2 consecutive green candles. We're now breaking out of these moving averages, at least on the intraday chart here. Oh, now it looks like red candle. Let's see here in about 10 seconds. It's going to be official. Come on now. Let's see here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, look at that. Big selling. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. It looks like bears got it right at the end of the day there. Now, yep. Yeah, it's crazy how quick that shifted. Now we're making our second. Yep. Sell candle. There it goes. So let's see how it plays out, guys. We closed the day on a red note, but let me see on the 5-day. Actually, let's pop the 10-day. Did we have a green week overall? I don't think so. I think this might have snapped the streak. Did it? Or maybe I'm wrong on that. I might be wrong on that. Looks like SPY started the week at about, it started the week at 425. Now it's at 422. So it went down, at least compared to where it was Monday morning. And Triple Q, I'm assuming, did as well. Let's pull that up. Triple Q is at, let's see, where was it Monday morning? It was at about 329 bucks a share. Closed at 322. Under 323. So this ended up going down about 1.92% on the week, just looking at where it was on Monday morning. And SPY probably right around that number as well. So interesting week, guys. Let's run through some of these stocks in my watch list. Maybe actually first, let's look at crude oil. Let's see where that's at. Nothing much different here. Crude oil's at 89 a barrel, 90 a barrel, right around. It's going to take a couple days probably. We'll find out next week what direction crude oil wants to pick, whether it wants to start breaking mid-90s towards 100, which would obviously be good for the bulls, or does it want to take out the lows from this week, 85, 86 a barrel, and maybe start going to the next gap to the downside, which I've been talking about a lot on my channel, 81, 82 bucks a share. That's where I think this could be going, if the selling does end up accelerating. So let's run through maybe big tech first. Let's see how big tech did today. Then we'll talk a little bit about, some red stocks on the watch list, which again, all the stocks were red on the watch list. So Apple is starting to pull back, and I think I mentioned it here on YouTube. but I did, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I trimmed Apple, guys. I trimmed a little bit of Apple. I think it was in the 173s. We ended up closing the day today at 171.55, down 1.5%. So for me, this is not a stock, Apple, that I'm going to sell out completely. I just wanted to trim a little bit, as like I've mentioned in previous videos. I think it's getting a little bit too frothy again with fundamentals in the short term. I don't know. I mean, we're seeing them saying, Apple saying iPhone demand is going to be looking strong, but I don't know. I don't know how confident I am in that, because from Foxconn, who assembles the iPhones in Taiwan, they were recently talking about seeing, their profit or their growth slowing down here in the third and fourth quarter. So I mean, I don't know. For me, Apple, it's a stock that I don't plan on selling, but when the risk reward is not there quite yet, I think now it's just way too lofty considering the risk. I like to take a little off the table, trim a little bit. And, that's what I did a couple of months ago when it was, last time it was in the 170s. I trimmed a little bit, and then it ran all the way to 130, right? It got hit. So I'm not selling out completely, but again, trimming, I think it's smart. At least for my strategy personally. You guys, you got to do whatever you want. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what I've been doing. And Google, let's see what Google did. I'm not trimming Google, guys. Don't get it twisted. I'm not trimming Google because I don't think it's overvalued right here, to be honest. I think it's more near fair value. And if this thing starts selling, maybe the selling pressure in the overall markets, we'll find out next week. If it gets worse, guys, bring it on. Google is one that I'll be buying if it gets near $100 again. I think last time I bought was at 110. Maybe 110, $11 before the run up. It was after the split though. After the split, but before the run up. It might have been right around here at the end of July. Then we ran up to about 123. Now we're at 118. So if we go under 110, 100, 105, especially 100, 105, I'm going to be buying more Google at that point. Let's see Microsoft. Microsoft on the day went down, and this one's slowly breaking under the 50 SMA on this 4-hour chart. Looks like it wants to potentially fill that gap down maybe to 278, 280, maybe near that 180 SMA. Who knows? Maybe next week we do end up doing that. So let's see Meta. META is the ticker. You guys probably know. Meta's still not really doing well, considering a lot of big tech names have bounced a good amount off the lows. You've seen Amazon go up 40% off the lows. Apple was at 30%. Google was at 20%. Meta right now is up a measly 8% from the lows. Still a lot. I mean, 8% solid, but compared to the other tech stocks, big tech stocks, it's garbage. Let's be honest, right? And today Meta went down 4%. It's back under 170. And this is one that I'm still holding strong. Nothing's really changed in my eyes at all for my Meta investment. And I'm still going to be adding on to it. Not yet, not here. But if it is to come down, if it does come down to the 150s again, under 150s, 40s, 30s, I will be buying more Meta. And this is one that, in my opinion, being realistic here, it's not going to work out in about a year. I mean, maybe it does. Who knows? It's not going to take 6 months, in my opinion, not a year. This is more of a 3 to 5 year bet. If Meta really turns things around, they're going through some short-term turbulence right now, no doubt about it. All you guys out there that track the stock, you know that. If they're able to get through this, which I think they will, or else I wouldn't be buying the stock, right? This is going to turn around probably in a couple years from now. It might not be a year, 2 years. It might be more than that, to be honest. I don't know, but I'm holding on for years no matter what. And we'll see if I'm right. We'll see if I'm wrong. And if you guys want to stick on throughout the journey here, I'm not planning on stopping YouTube anytime soon. Make sure to subscribe, because we're going to see if it works out. And I'm going to be real. If I'm losing a lot of money, I'm going to be like, guys, my Meta position did not work out. I lost a lot of money. But then again, if you structure your portfolio correctly, let's say you have ETFs, as the bulk of your portfolio, which for me, it makes up probably 50, 60% at this point, you're going to be fine long term. That's why I take these more risky bets on individual stocks, because I know long term, retirement wise, from the stock market portion of my, retirement, I plan on having real estate in the future as well, but I don't have any yet. We'll talk about that in a video next week I have coming out. But for the future, for my stock market, part of my portfolio, I want to be I feel safe being mostly in ETFs and having it diversified there. But then again, having that risk on. I mean, it's all risk on. I'm not in any bonds, but the risk on with the individual stocks, right? So Meta, interesting day for this one. Let's see what Amazon did. Is this sharply pulling back? It probably is. It's got to be down about not 5% on the day. That'd be rough. Let's see. Maybe I'm right. No, more like 3%. All right, Meta or Amazon rather is starting to come down now. It's one that got very overbought, no doubt about it. It hit about 147 a share. Now it's at 138, and it might have more work to do on the downside here. Honestly, if this got to about the 180 SMA, excuse me, guys, on this 4-hour chart, 125, $30 a share, maybe another $5-10 on the downside, that would be where buyers might step in on Amazon. We have to wait and see. So we covered Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Meta. Is that all the big tech? Yeah, I guess that's all big tech. I mean, Netflix technically isn't big tech anymore, but Netflix went down 1.6%. Or it is big tech, but it's not like in that top 5 group anymore. Tesla, if anything, beat out Netflix a while ago. Tesla went down 2% on the day, right under 900 a share. And I'm telling you guys, Tesla, this is a big resistance on the stock. You can clearly see here on the 4-hour, lower highs are clearly being made. We're at one right now. And not to mention, if I clear the set here and zoom in, are you guys seeing this? Am I going crazy, or is this not a double top? This is a double top that Tesla put in as of this week's price action. So this might be going lower before it potentially bounces back. Just a thought, just my opinion, guys. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap the video up. We're about 17 minutes in, 16, 17 minutes. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And do not forget to get your 10 stocks from Moomoo. Free money with a $100 deposit. Link down below. Each of those stocks could be valued up to $2,500. And don't forget to also get your 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All those free stocks and my Patreon are linked down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. I got this half-a-gallon water jug here. I'm trying to get my water intake up. And this is impossible, believe it or not, to drink during filming a video. So I might have to figure out something for that. But overall, that's it. And clearly, I need water now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great weekend. Peace out.